other teams. Are you currently on it? No, but you are now because I've just added you.
Oh, we have a game. Oh. Ooh. Ooh. So we've got Chaos versus 1990 Wood Elves. Well, 1990 should be 2 War Dancers, 1 other positional, and 2 rerolls. So this is probably someone who knows what they're doing. Let's have a quick look.
Hot Spurn, I was making coffee, but I have just noticed. Are you currently on the list? Do you know what? I should take greater care when writing this to make my handwriting a little bit better. Hotspur, you're not actually, but let me add you on.
Okay.
Hotspur, I do remember, was very good white for the Necro. The
He
flaming,
was. Flaming. No, that was. Flaming Hot Monster Munch. Yeah.
Yeah, Flaming Hot Monster Munch.
Are the requirements? No, you just need to put your name forward. So no, just stick your hand up, put your name forward.
I'll be back in 10 minutes when I've finished adding all these new names. Singe, yep, got you.
Poop Inspector says for a Newcastle team in Champ Ladder, first level up on a rookie beastman rolls double 5. Worth taking move, or is something else more important? I wouldn't take the move. I would take a skill because rookie Chaos don't have any skills, so all skills are worth quite a lot to them. Block is probably the best choice. Having a Mighty Blow Goat and a Sure Hands Goat early on as well are normally pretty good. Can you buy Andy's loyalty? Yeah, I suppose you
free.
Can. You can. Do you want to kick or receive?
You don't. Well, you
receive. You don't need to, but it's nice. Did we ever come up with an agreement on that, by the way? I don't think we did we? Oh, it's very sunny.
White Rabbit says, last week Andy's uploads to YouTube weren't in chronological order. Is that the Total War ones, White Rabbit? So I did wonder that. He did label them correctly, but I don't know if the playlist was in the right order. I wasn't sure myself. Ninja Bread Man, hello buddy. The reason why it takes a little while when I'm faffing around with the list is that because it's quite long, I've got to just establish that you're not already on the list further up and don't appear sort of multiple times. I'm working through.
Tony says, what's the going rate for a positional these days? It used to be 100 bits, but with exchange rate, I'm not. Yeah, what has exchange rate done? I don't know. I think 100 bits probably works, to be honest. We genuinely don't actually ask anyone to do anything, but it's all very nicely received. Goes towards
we may casually remark, apropos of nothing, that the subscriptions to Twitch are massively appreciated, but it's not quid pro quo. It doesn't cost anything to be nice.
Oh, I can hear Mrs. Davo wandering around. I might be able to get a cup of tea.
Never mind that shit. Get the Irisauran back online.
Oh yeah.
Marsam, good luck. Have fun. Right, I think
not right now. I could. I've lost the USB.
White Rabbit, I've got Excel. The problem is that when we were originally doing this, also having a pad of paper and a pen started. So I'm now left with the task. I could transfer it to Excel, which would save a little bit of time, but not huge amounts. And it's another window to have open and. So, no, that thought did occur to me, but I decided against it.
Yeah, no worries.
I actually have a very updated version of Excel. I think I'm using the current version of MS Office. Right, I think I'm just about up to date.
Right, I'm very conscious that a blitz is going to happen here. Right, who's going to go and pick the ball up? Is anyone in the chat? Von Steinberg, I've seen you in the chat earlier today. Geeks Wargaming, I think I've seen you around. Pedro Moaning Jack. White Rabbit, are you around? Flux Streamer, nice to have you. Thank you for popping by. Thank you for the sub earlier. Thank you very much.
Oh, and Tector and Velhopia. I didn't see you sneak in there, folks. Hello.
White Rabbit is around. Right, White Rabbit, you can be bull goat.
Oh, we've been talking to White Rabbit loads.
Okay, so we're setting up really sort of as an anti-blitz defense here, if at all possible. It'll sacrifice a few blocks on the line of scrimmage, but it's probably stronger. Is this champ ladder? It is.
Is she related to you on your mother's side? She married to Uncle Perfect Fence?
Oh well.
Blitz.
Right, okay.
Blitz. Hey, hello, Andy Blitz. How you doing? How's Uncle Perfect Defence?
Oh, fucking hell. Right, okay, well, I'm glad we set up like this.
Right, I've now finished faffing about with the list. And added another 10 names to it. Pretty sure I got you all, folks.
Did I see bits flying all over the place? It looks like I did.
Yes, Matrix cheered because he's a good lad, and Reagan Smash also cheered.
Oh, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks, folks.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mipper, yes, you are on the list. And anybody wondering if they're on the list, feel free to ask, and I'll confirm or otherwise. I'll add you my zonk. Nick, you were already on the list, buddy.
Oops.
Ninja Bread Man, where are you? Ninja Bread Man, you are already on.
Ooh. Okay, so there's a 1 dice block on the Chaos Warrior. Kind of forced because the positional of the defense. So he can get through, but he can't make safe.
Oh god, the list's now over 50.
Oh my word.
I know.
Oh wow, okay. Show off, just leaps out of the way there. On a developed Chaos team, I'd be looking at surfing this War Dancer right now.
Oh, so you've managed to spell von Steinberg incorrectly. Well done.
Oh, thanks very much. Hello, Destronov. Now, if he doesn't go and mark the ball here, I'm going to have a go at surfing this War Dancer. And the way we do this is you blitz it into from the side and you push it to the square behind the furthest side beastman. Then you push it once with the beastman that's next to the Chaos Warrior line down. That pushes it against the edge. And then the guy on there who's furthest off just pushes it out. Oh, I think, in fact, that is exactly what we shall do.
That sounds lovely. Destronov, hello, buddy. How's it going?
We're going to need you to go and fetch the ball.
Tony says with a cheer, on an undeveloped anything team, you would be looking to surf. It's a stinging criticism, but you can't deny it, can you? He's absolutely right.
So 1, 2, don't follow up, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. LadyKillJoy says, "Oh my god, I'm pretty shy." Loads of viewers. So he's assuming LadyKillJoy is actually a guy. He is
Sounds
new to
like you're
streaming.
teaching a dance there. 1, 2, 3. Don't follow up. 4, 5, 6.
Step forwards. Right, fuck this. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Chillaby, good evening. Andy is playing his ramps in the playoffs against Lizards. Do we know when, Andrew? Have you a date?
No, not tonight. I don't know. Yeah, you push.
Well, consulting the diary that you don't yet use.
Push, please. Push, push. Oh.
You do not have a game booked as far as you've told me.
Boo. Okay.
Hello, Poopy. How are you, mate?
So bring that beast over to cover.
Oh, God, that was close. You know Tuco's fondness for sitting on top of the PC case because it emits heat?
Yep.
The on-off switch is in one corner of the top of the cabin. Oh, Andrew, you didn't want to do that.
Didn't really want to do that, no. Oh well.
I was playing Total War earlier this week, and Tuco, while shuffling around, sat on the on-off button. So that was like, what the fuck? Oh no! It's like, oh God. So we've got now a small barricade of obstacles that were to hand, just sort of surrounding that corner of the thing to try and discourage him from lying on it. But what he does is line it anyway and stretches out and knocks them all off.
Oh.
You know, cats are supposed to be elegant, light-footed and dexterous.
Not your cat. He's just a
No,
beast.
he's like a herd of elephants, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, did you? So next weekend, not this one coming, but the one after, we are going to stream on Saturday evening, aren't we? Because I'm going to pop round for a curry. Probably. Maybe. Possibly.
So you're talking Saturday the 4th?
I think so, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good.
I think so. We do need to just confirm with Geeks Wargaming because we are due to do a collaboration event with him at some point over the next week or two, aren't we?
I can do a curry, but that Sunday afternoon I'll be travelling up north. That's interview on the Monday.
Okay. Are we going to stream the curry? No.
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 I don't like eating at a desk. I tend to use a table.
Okay, interesting to see that he's just throwing blocks here. It's not really what Wood Elves are about. They're all about going to fetch the ball. So I think he'd be better off chasing the ball down here than hitting us.
Oh, Panzer, sorry to hear that, buddy. Yeah, I've had cats for several
Oh dear, that
generations
sucks.
now. How old's cat? Ninja Breadman's asking Vindaloo on Madras. I sometimes have a Vindaloo. Andy's, what do you normally have?
Something with chicken tikka in.
Rogan Josh, you like chicken tikka with tomato, you like, don't you?
Yeah. Oh god, I can see what's going through his mind. Maybe some sort of 4+ leaping bullshit. You putting that down? Or am I taking it off you?
And whilst Ev's on hand,
yeah.
Where's the adapter for the ISO on?
Oh yeah, Ev. Could we have the USB plug as well? Thank you. Thanks very much.
Oh, Ninja Bread, man, that's a bit of a treat, isn't it? He lives on the Curry Mile in Birmingham.
Oh
Which,
wow.
if you're not familiar with Birmingham, there's a long street where there's basically Indian restaurant after Indian restaurant.
Where are we going to put the fucking ball? We've got a serious ball problem here.
Oh dear.
Well, the first thing I'm going to do is pick the ball up. I'm actually thinking about going and putting the ball near the sidelines here because
I'd go northeast. Safest bet.
Right, let's pick it up. Yeah, gotcha. I'm going to go there, and I'm going to go there because I think I can probably. Thanks very much. I reckon I can be better on the sidelines than him. So there.
He might have been pulling your leg when he said he was new. Could be a big trick.
Could be. Could be. I hope not. Could be.
Ninja Bread Man. Well, curry, as we know it, was largely invented in Birmingham, wasn't it? In the 1950s, when huge amount of folks moved from India to the UK. It was Birmingham was the place that lad first set up a restaurant and had the idea of naming dishes after regions of India and having red flock wallpaper and all that stuff that became sort of staple tropes for Indian restaurants for decades afterwards. So yeah, as I understood it, so the UK version of curry was invented in Birmingham by an Indian fella.
Block that step. Right, so have you stood there? Oops. You get to go stand there.
Exolas is chicken tikka masala, British or Indian. Well, technically British because a lot of the recipes actually involve a tin of Campbell's condensed tomato soup, which is obviously not widely available as an authentic Indian ingredient. But cooking chicken in baking it, having marinated it in an oven and calling it tikka is very much genuinely Indian. And a lot of the additional stuff put in it it's got Indian origin, but no, that red stuff that is basically a UK invention. It used to be the most popular meal in the whole of the UK of any nationality for a while, but it's since been surpassed by jalfrezi now. Ninja Bread Man, I know what you mean, mate. I spent 6 weeks in Chennai, which is what Madras reverted to naming wise, and same thing, that certainly recognised a lot of what I was eating as this tastes like this is in it, but Indian folk wouldn't call something a chicken madras. They'd call it chicken in gravy was typically how it was called. I did think stuff like bhajis and breads, those were all very similar. You know, parathas and puris and naan breads and stuff, all absolutely the same. But a lot of the sauces, I think just to lend them some meaningful name for a menu, they just invented stuff. It would be like saying, right, well, I'm going to sell meat and potato pie and call it, sort of beef Coventry, something like that.
I like beef Coventry. It sounds quite nice, that. I don't like this turn. This is the turn that if he's going to dive in on us, we're going to have struggle, because you can bring one or two of these linemen around to cover off the back of the cage. You could leap in on a 3+, hit me on a 4+, 3+, 4+ with a reroll to knock the ball loose. And then it's fucking anybody's guess where it goes after that.
Destinov said he feels like he's a parent running up and down the sideline, willing his progeny to score.
Yeah.
Well, Destinov is actually the right elf at the moment, kinda.
Somehow Pedro Moni and Jax managed to pick it up.
Temporary state of affairs, he's going to give it.
Yeah, probably. Still, the more players he moves around this turn, the better for me. I don't really think that was a particularly strong move. I would just take the leaping hit here. Oh, I've got a cup of tea. Let's drink some tea.
I've got black coffee at the moment.
Oh, I had loads of coffee earlier. Okay, so here comes the Leapy Blitz. 3 plus 4 plus, 31% chance likely to work. 61 if you're throwing a reroll at it. Made the leap. Got the knockdown. Probably the best of the knockdown results from my point of view. And that War Dancer is going off. Okay. Yeah, yes, very much, I suspect. It depends on what happens with the ball, doesn't it? 'Cause, I mean, he could just waltz in and go 4 plus 4 plus, throw the ball, which would be a challenge. And these stuns are really not helping. Because we're going to struggle to reform the cage next turn. Okay.
Few people quite like the food discussion. Well, you know, it's a topic, isn't it? It's just conversation in general. Tony plays poorly is not altogether buying that LadyKillJoy is totally new.
No, me neither. Me neither.
I think he may be right. Zargo said he had a restaurant in his town that was named as having the hottest curry in the UK and was in the national fate was fused. So Zargo, you're not from Newcastle, are you? It wasn't Abdul Latif's restaurant in the big market, because definitely in the 80s and 90s, oh God, what's it called? The Rupali in the big market in Newcastle. Oh, get away! Well, you know why it closed down? Because he died, the Abdul Latif. But I've actually had that dish. Oh, right, this one's in Grantham, called in Lincolnshire. Look, this is just me. And call me cynical if you like. I reckon there's probably a few Indian restaurants in the UK that will claim to have the hottest curry in the UK. And I don't think there's a particular council of Indian restaurants that enforce this sort of stuff. Hold on, Fash. What's this? Fash is saying that this is stealing Jim's content.
What?
When did Jimmy copyright talking about curry? Is that something I've missed? I haven't noticed that before. Northerner talks about food. Yeah, but then as I'm older than Jimmy, isn't it reasonable to assume that I started doing it first? Just saying that, put it out there.
I think it's reasonable. They're very resilient little fuckers, aren't they?
So talking about food anymore is now completely off the. Well, how does the new series of Bake Off get around that, or will they be hearing from Team Fantastic's lawyers any moment?
I can't stay there. That's got to go there.
Tell you what, it's a minefield, this, isn't it? You can so easily just get into all sorts of trouble, can't you?
Right. Think. This is not going very well. This is not going very well at all.
What happened to the ISO run adapter, by the way?
I'm on it.
There we
go.
There we go. He's watching.
Andy, how many headsets do I own? 4.
And the one you gave back, 5.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I might have borrowed some too.
I mean, I suppose at a time I did have 3 for a bit, but one was a cheap pair that was in the work laptop. Then I had 1 pair that weren't working very well, and I bought another one. That's it. Down to 1. That's. See, you got the light on again. You can't really see Sauron's eye in the background there, Andy. It's a bit.
No, but then I can't see, so.
It's a bit like having the Blackpool illuminations turning on at lunchtime. It loses a lot of the impact.
So I'm properly having to concentrate. This is annoying.
No, that's good.
Hey, some of my block dice. There we go.
Oh, I'm telling you, this is over now. But we've just played a UKB Real Prem game, which went awfully well. Nuffle smiled upon us and cooperated completely. And this is second game of the evening. This is Champs Ladder Season 10.
We're in trouble. We are in trouble.
Vilnich, for shame. Those are not zebra stripes. That's the Newcastle United first team home strip, mate. Everyone knows that. Oh, and Geeks Wargaming's actually got the number 9 shirt. That's nice for him. Do you think he's going to throw it? He is, isn't he? Oh, this hadn't worked. This would be a great time for Ramaset to intercept the ball. Denied, and rightly so. Excel asks, are you Forest or Derby? He's not. He's Manchester United. Even though he's not entirely sure where Manchester is and has certainly never been.
Behave you. Am
I wrong?
Well, a little.
So you have been.
Well, sort of.
Watching it on telly doesn't count, Andy.
Oh.
God, they physically can.
Yeah, I'm thinking. Alright, hang on a
Orange
sec.
Storm
So,
says, no, Walter, you're just an asshole.
block.
I must have missed some part of the conversation. Orange Storm, I don't understand. Can you expand? Thanks for joining in the conversation. Well, he's definitely, Andy has no interest in. Oh, right, of course, yeah. No, that does ring a bell now. Thank you, Orange Storm. That now makes sense. Andy's definitely got no allegiance to Derby County whatsoever. I mean, supporting Derby must be miserable. I mean, imagine getting Steve McLaren to manage your team twice. I mean, oh God, that'd be the universe. Once is bad enough. Vilnius is demanding a surfboard dancer.
It depends on what happens with this block. Hey, right, okay, fine. One surfboard answer potentially coming right up. It's not. Ooh, go on!
Oh dear, Bleeding Hippie's dad supports Derby County. Well, I mean, Derby County were a good team like decades ago. You know, so they weren't. They've not been, hopeless for years. They're not the worst team in the world now. VG Purist, hello, buddy. How are you?
Hey!
Oh, and is that one surfboard dancer?
It is one surfboard answer, yes.
There you go, Vilnius. Ah, dear.
Should have followed that up.
Ramaset's asking, what happened to the last game? 2-0 win.
Let's go and try and pick the ball up. Yay! Got it. Right, I don't want 2 dice shenanigans coming off. So we're going to stand there.
Counter surf is a thing, but you can't really avoid it, can you? He's going to have to do some dodging to manage it. He could wonders get rid of von Steinberg by bringing ZEA's Dong Jun, which is a curious name.
He's Chinese, I think. I've just clicked they're all Chinese.
No, the team's called the K-pop boys, which is they're Japanese, aren't they? K-pop.
Oh, are they K? All right, okay.
Yeah, so they'd be well, they should be Japanese, shouldn't they? Yeah. VGP asks for this is almost like he stuck a microphone in your face here, mate. What's your feelings? Oh, sorry, Korean pop Vieira. My mistake. My mistake. I'm not really a teenage girl anymore, so
Anymore
was Shawnee. Yeah, that was a bit of a giveaway, wasn't it? Why did I say that? I've never been a teenager. So that thing's kind of a little bit outside my sphere of knowledge there.
Oh dear.
How is saying teenage girl being racist, Shawnee? He's stretching the definition of racism there a bit, mate.
Mm.
So K-pop is...
And isn't they the guys that did Gangnam Style? K-pop.
To sort of not be overly familiar with that, really.
Oh, Viajero, yes! Me and you are on the same wavelength. I watched their video again on Monday. some 5 girls sort of dancing around and bobbling and stuff. It was great.
Steady.
It was great. It was great for a minute or two. Mrs.
Did it
didn't
show
like
up on
it
your
very much.
hotel bill, Andy, or was it very discreet?
No, they didn't. They didn't bill me for an individual item. That was lovely.
€25 for a chicken and tuna pizza.
Oh, we went for pizza actually. It was a complete disaster. Oh, there we go. Right, so we've managed to get the players semi-free. Time for a 3 dice blitz to get the ball carrier free. This has become the... Okay. Right, moving on. Block. What can we surf here? I reckon we can surf something. There's got to be a war dancer or something we can surf here.
Tony, there's no denying what we are, man. You know, embrace what you are. There's no point trying to deny it. But then, to be fair, Tony, whenever I try and relate to the youth of today,
It's a disaster.
I get shut down in flames. You know, I was doing some research this week, watching some of iDubbbz's YouTube channels that kids are quite fond of, aren't they? He's quite funny, and I learned all about Rice Gum and Leafy. You know, most people my age think I'm a lunatic for having a passing interest in what all this stuff is. So, you can't really win, can you? I mean, the only way around it would just have been right at the start if we lied and claimed to be 28,
Yeah, that wouldn't go down well with the viewers. Lying, that is. Not claiming to be 28.
Well, they wouldn't know, would they?
Oh, yeah. Well, there's that, I suppose. Right, let's do this bit.
Excel says, don't know if you're watching the stream. I think he means in-game chat, perhaps. But the girl Andy's playing against says she likes the narrator.
They did say that, which was very nice of them.
Hit that to yourself, didn't you?
Well, you were talking. I didn't want to interrupt.
Oh, fine. Oh, God. Conflict Diamond's here. Oh, no. He's come to check up to see if there's any coaching going on. Conflict, it's not a UK BBL game. And the one that was, there was no coaching. I swear to God, man. Swear to God. How you doing, buddy? Conflict helpfully adds that the court orders very much prevent Zunk from engaging with the youth of today. I couldn't comment on that conflict as my representative from Fashbinder and Fashbinder has advised me not to. But thanks for mentioning it. Right. Tony Plays Poorly says he's glad that Shawnee only had to explain Wem Dope. For those of you who don't know, Wem Dope is a meme that is popular amongst literally 12 people, and I didn't know it. So me and the other 5.99999 billion in the people, the palette, who didn't know about that, more fools us. Ho ho, big joke on us. And he's glad that Shawnee didn't attempt to explain A2A. Well, A2A is pretty common abbreviation for air-to-air in reference to missiles. Am I missing something that more modern appropriation of that?
I hope not, because the only A2A that I can think of was massively inappropriate, and not where we were trying to take this stream.
That's A2M, surely.
Yes, that is indeed A2M. Yeah, we don't want to go there either.
I'm not in any way setting myself up as an expert and immediately correcting you on that naive mistake there, Andy. I was, in fact, regretting mentioning that at all.
Yeah, we've just done bad things. Just happened there.
All right, this
go on.
Be out the. Oh yeah, well done.
Well done.
Who
right.
Was that? Oh, is it?
It was Pedro.
Jack.
He was moaning about something, and
well done, Pedro. Okay, so Ramaset explains that they're referring to the final scene of Requiem for a Dream.
Okay, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is.
All right, I've heard of this. I must admit, I haven't actually watched that.
I don't know what that is. Still. There's still a war dancer. We still got danger.
Well, it's important to have something to set your sights on, isn't it?
Yes.
Do you know what? I'll go and check that out. It honestly is. If it turns
What
out
is
that
it?
it's terrible, a film called Requiem for a Dream. It's quite an intriguing title, isn't it?
Sounds good. I'm really looking forward to a curry. And the missus asked me about half an hour ago if I was hungry, and I was like, not really. And all I'm thinking is, I'm absolutely starving. Hello, Ramaset. I saw your last game didn't go as well in OCC. I'm sorry to see that.
VGP asks, have I ever been on camera? Yes. Some of the early YouTube clips of Angels and Demons, I think I'm in that. We did an outside broadcast. But my Twitch avatar is a photograph VGP, so if you're really interested, there you go.
We'll be live. We'll be taking the mobile broadcast unit away with us next week. So, in fact, we'll probably get to see Zunk then.
A week on Saturday. Are you going to bring a monitor with you? Because it was we were a bit
Yes.
shy of monitors last time.
Yeah, I'll bring a monitor.
Conflict, I knew you'd know this, and I trust your opinion because we know each other. So, Conflict confirms that Requiem for a Dream is a good film, solid, but it's not a lot of laughs. So, okay. So, not one to watch if you're feeling kind of blue.
That's a bit of a shame that worked, because we could have tried to surf a war dancer then. I don't think there was actually a war dancer surf available. I think there was just a lineman surf, but oh well. You played the dwarves. Oh, in that case, 2-1 loss is actually very good. I think you killed one, didn't you? Oh, there's the other war dancer. Down he goes.
Am I remembering this right, that the dwarves were 2100? Because one of the teams, the dwarves or the chorfs, weren't that scary, I thought. It's a while since I looked at these, to be honest.
It was the dwarves.
Oh, bloody good job. I'm sorry, and I genuinely mean this, that you didn't knock him out, mate. But that's respectable, because that's a nasty team.
It is indeed.
Conflict. Now, Conflict Diamond, by the way, for those of you who don't know, is a big noise in UK BBL. But also, Andy and I have known for many years, initially via the gift of OCC and UK BBL as Ventrilo, but we've also met Conflict Diamond a couple of times.
We have, yeah.
Titan of a man.
He is.
Have you? Are you still hold a position of power in UK Bubble Conflict? Or is it all Thyrus and Gav now?
There we go, potato off. No, he doesn't hold any positions of power anymore.
Influence at all? This is a very roundabout way of me introducing it. Can we get rid of that aging rule? Because I really don't like it. I already find myself with my first season of Chaos going, well, he's played 5 games, not long till he's for the bin then. Oh, Excel, that's not very nice. Oh, Nudie, hello mate, how you doing? welcome back to the show. Nudie notably says, "Yay, Andy's back."
Woohoo!
I guess. So there you go, Andy. That's the second fan you've got. Well done, mate.
Oh, I'm pleased that both here.
Well done.
Yeah, I was too busy thinking about what my opponent was saying. He asked where he made mistakes. Now I don't know if he goes back and watches this on YouTube or not. Broadly, I would say
the right flank, the surf on the right flank, maybe. But apart from that, I'd share with your opponent their immediate feeling, both in the commentary booth and amongst the viewers, was doesn't
positive.
look new player to me. So he's been actually playing all right. Where did you stand on the ageing issue conflict? And I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about you, just so Shawnee doesn't immediately jump on that one.
Frank, yes, there is. Files over 2 meg in file size at the moment are not uploading properly.
Conflict's waiting for the return of Khorne, the Master Race. Do we know if Khorne are coming back into Cyanide Blood Bowl? Is that confirmed or denied yet? Do we know?
We don't know that yet.
But
they've
been accepted by Games Workshop, haven't they? So that strengthens the argument, maybe.
Yeah. We don't know that they're coming back. However, there is going to be a Chaos edition of Blood Bowl 2. That has basically been confirmed. And it would be surprising that they don't bring all of the Chaos type races into that. Khorne being one of them. Chaos Pact being another.
Nurgle already being here.
Yeah, and then they might make another team, like a Slaanesh team or something like that.
VGP, who may or may not be in a position to know, may or may not deny the coming of Khorne, but does feel it is likely. But don't hold him to that at all.
Yeah, he's not allowed to be held to anything. But
oh Christ, he's just fallen off the fence. Are you all right, mate?
Has he fallen literally off the fence?
He's fallen off the fence and he's hit the swings. Oh no.
Oh dear. Right. Since it's me and I think surfing's fun, I think we're probably going to try.
Has Ramasek clocked that he is actually the right elf at the moment? The honour and joy of scoring first.
I think I don't know. Yay, surf! There we go. Right, good. And stay out. Oh, Destronov just caught his head on the top of an elf, knocked it out, and there we have it.
Well, you have to take that, didn't you? Both downs there.
Yeah. So next turn, because we've got no rerolls, I just want to score. So we're just going to try and run it and score. Ramasek wants to have block. What is it? Are the stream picking their own skills now? Is that what happens?
I'm
not sure that's a good idea.
No.
I don't think I want that. There are only 4 elves left, aren't there? Wow. We've done well there. 2 casualties and 3 KOs and a couple of serfs.
No, D-Sharp, that's fake news, mate. It's not a democracy team.
Oh dear. Award answer.
Oh, Ramasek did say please. I would say that taking block on a Chaos Warrior is actually very likely to be what Andy would take anyway.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
Mighty Blow, maybe, if he was feeling really big bollocks, but block is really helpful on Chaos Warrior.
Yeah, block. Okay, so will there be a one-turn touchdown? That's the question now.
So, right, no, oh god, the audience are really getting behind this. The stream gets the names, stream picks the skills, stream votes on the moves. Trio adds, Twitch plays Blood Bowl. So this is basically the audience playing Blood Bowl, so Andy doesn't have to. Fash, can you check if Jimmy's copyrighted that already?
I think that's been done. I think.
No, that's the other way around. That Jimmy plays Blood Bowl, so you don't have to. That we can never say. And
Oh right,
that's why
okay.
we don't ever say it, because that's Jimmy's already got that.
Do you know what I could get behind? I could get behind the stream picking skills for cheers. That would work. But then, isn't half the fun of this stream? Well, half the fun's Zunk. But the other half is that this stream does well. It's interesting watching someone normally do all right.
Half.
Well, I'd say it's more than that.
My viewer appreciation's really tailed off, isn't it? I'm down to half. Shit. Hang on. Okay.
That tea went up my nose.
Frank asks, have you uploaded your UK BBL game? Do you use Chrome? When I click choose file, nothing's happening.
I'm sick.
I think I last used Internet Explorer when I did mine earlier this week, Frank, and it worked fine.
It's gross. That's not very nice at all.
Huanshi, thanks, buddy. Lucky, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the programme.
Orange Storm cheered a bit.
Oh, he has.
Thanks very much.
Orange Storm would like to see pass block.
If we got an extra arms one.
I have had experimented with a block extra arms pass block 2 heads goat way early when I very first started the OCC Chaos team, and I wasn't getting a lot out of it, to be honest. The problem is that not that many opponents pass the ball, because passing really, unless you're up against it, most teams, even high elves, I've said it, would rather run it.
No, they wouldn't.
Hand off, because you roll less dice. So,
What?
There you go. Even rolling that few dice doesn't always work. That was unlucky.
Okay, so he's got 3-player advantage moving into the second half. I'm going to try and leverage that advantage now.
Excel feels it would be fun to see Andy try and win with troll chat skill picks. It depends who's in the audience at the time. Excel, you'd be really. The thing is, it's fun in theory, but when you actually start watching the games, I think it would get old quite fast. Just saying, because bear in mind, one of the things that we felt the last couple of months is that the Champ Ladder games lost quite a lot of the. I'd say this tentatively, but interest, because it didn't really count for anything. There was no prize money. Season 8 didn't have any, proper playoffs. It all just seemed a little bit less of a thing. You know, it's like watching the Charity Shield match. It doesn't really mean that much.
Yeah.
I think if we had endless time, D-Sharp, then D-Sharp points to Canoe's had democracy teams, and they're quite entertaining. But trying to fit in, Andy's now in 6-7 competitions.
Too many is the short.
It is too many, and trying to fit in a Champ Ladder run as well, I think we'd struggle. And Dion, thank you very much indeed for this subscription, my friend. That's very kind of you.
Thank you very much.
Ron and Linda, thank you too. Rubik UK, hello mate. Or he actually says hello, Andy. I tell you what, I've really fallen off a cliff. Was it guesting on Shawnee's show? Have I done myself irreparable damage now?
No, I think it's because I'm now 5th in the world. So I think that's what it is.
5th in the whole world.
It's not been confirmed yet. I don't know. I might just have a quick look on my phone. It might have updated. I don't know.
And Andion, you can't say that live on air. Andion said he's moved away from Canoe finally.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, it's lovely to see you here.
That's the controversy. The legal costs alone. Fash, we need you. Fash. Legal issues incoming. But secretly, thanks very much. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers, thanks.
Oh, thanks, Kurgel. I'm here for you as well, mate. In fact, is Kurgel on this team? Did we make a point of having Kurgel?
No, he was rubbish as the last Killer Goat, so we're not having him on again. He was rubbish.
Hold on, I thought I boosted Kurgel up the list just precisely for that purpose.
No, he was rubbish.
Let me check the list.
He had a cushion under his bottom.
He did manage to accumulate... Oh no, Kurgel is on the list. He did nearly manage to accumulate 200 star player points in 20 games. So he can't have been that bad, can he?
No, it hasn't been updated.
Fan Fox, hello mate, nice to see you.
Also, Ramaset says he's picked up his first tabletop team in 20 years. So, Ramaset, being Canadian, I'm looking to play a tournament over in the other side of the world sometime soon. Don't know if we'll go to Canada or whether we'll go to America.
Go to what?
Canada.
Oh, honestly, they're going to jump all over this. Surely be right here with racism accusations.
No, it's Canadian. It's Canada. It's Canada. Like, it's all a place, isn't it?
Because of course, Canadians aren't actually a race, are they? They're a nationality. Which, but we'll let him go. He's only young. He's probably clearing his toys up before bedtime now. So I did see in Shawnee's stream that cupboard behind him. We found out what that's for. I did take the liberty of asking Shawnee to what's in the cupboard.
Oh right, yeah.
I'm quite cagey about it, but it turns out it's a toy cupboard.
A cagey cupboard.
No, he's cagey about the cupboard. It's a toy cupboard.
Oh, okay.
That is a general truism of the Canadian population, is that they are very polite, and I think that's to
I like Canadians. I like them. I actually went on holiday to America a few years ago and played some poker. And two Canadian a Canadian couple were really friendly actually. Oh god, this is in danger of having a really shit story again, isn't it? But no, they were really nice. It was great, and I still talk to them on Facebook now.
Do you remember the Irish comedian Dave Allen?
No.
Look him up on YouTube. I really think he could help you with the whole up the anecdote game. I really think you'd get a lot out of it.
Okay. Was he funny?
Yeah, he's pretty good.
Okay, good.
Oh, Andy, and that's harsh. This isn't xenophobia. This is Andy being very appreciative that he'd met a couple from a different nation and he got on well with them. I think it would be a bit of a stretch to label that xenophobia, surely.
I really liked them. They were really, 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 really nice.
Well, we're a very international channel.
We are.
I mean, I'm from the northeast, for example. You know, so it covers lots of bases. Andy isn't.
Terrible.
Tony says, would that explain that they were being so polite because they were taking all your money at poker?
I actually did all right. I'm actually not terrible at poker.
Hey, Andy, don't leave. Not yet.
No, I'm not terrible at poker.
I suppose I could get the cash point and get some more. Yeah, that'd be swell. Sit right down. Have another ginger ale or something.
I'm not terrible at poker. I resent the implication that I'm not very good at poker.
My dad had a joke about Canada, and before he asked, was it a dad joke? Oh, God, yes, absolutely. That he proudly tell this joke of, I got off the plane in Ontario and saw a huge billboard for Drink Canada Dry, so I gave it a bloody good dro. Ah, dear. Would be my dad's birthday next week. Would have been 96.
That is spectacular.
Well, he's been dead 20 years, so not really an achievement as such. Just saying, you know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. 96. Wow. Right. He was just scoring 2 turns, I think.
Conflict Diamond asks, "Is there a poker game this Christmas that you know of?"
There's
There will be somewhere. Conflict, definitely somewhere. It's quite a popular game.
Yeah.
Statistically, almost inevitable.
He's
Let's
talking.
take that as axiomatic, mate.
He's talking to me. I think there's one this Friday actually. Conflict. I think there is genuinely. There is one this Friday. Let's have a look on my phone. I've got it in front of me, luckily enough.
Good evening, Lorenzo. And Lorenzo would like to talk about doubles on vampires who've already got block.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there is actually. There is.
That's tough because vampires have got such good access to everything. What would you do with a double on a vampire?
Well, this is what I.
Passing skills, probably. I'm not crazy about passing skills on a vampire, just because there's so many other basic skills that they really get a lot out of ahead of that. Leader, arguably.
Well, yeah, but no.
The problem is, with a block vampire and you roll a double, what you really want is dodge, which isn't a double. And I'd say block dodge as your first 2 skills on a vampire. You're not going to go massively wrong if you apply that policy.
Yep. So yeah, Lorenzo was talking to me off air, and I just said no, just take block and dodge, or dodge and block, whichever way around you want to go.
That's what I said, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
And absolutely, just take those 2 skills. The double, just ignore it.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I mean, you could, if you really wanted to make a quarterback vampire, you could throw the ball. But I'd say if you were doing the maximum efficiency for team value, just take dodge.
Hello, Gruff.
Gruff, did you win? Is the question on everybody's lips. The match against Priest ended 2-0 to Andy, as Priest basically ran out of Elves. And congratulations to LadyKillJoy, well equalised.
Indeed, yeah. Okay, so we have a 3-player advantage, and it is 3 rerolls to 1. Let's do this again.
Good result, Gruff. All survived okay. Mike the Machine asks, how about starting with Pro on vampires? Pro's a good skill on vampires, but would say that block, dodge, and then something else, like one with Mighty Blow, one with Tackle, one with Sidestep, that kind of stuff. You want Pro, but you probably don't want it as your first 2 or 3 skills, maybe.
Yeah, block and dodge are just so strong because the strength 4, agility 4 blodge player is so good. So I think you just take block and dodge. Unless you get a stat, you take block and dodge. Path less taken. Well, I've been off on holiday for the last week, but my opponent has contacted me on Discord. He'd suggested playing this evening. I'm not sure I want to play this evening now, but
oh, go on.
It'll be game 4. Probably.
Yeah,
but we'll have another one because we won't. This will be done soon.
Let's ask him if you're ready now.
No, he's not.
Are you at work for Thursday, Friday?
Afraid so. I know. Right, let's set up in exactly the same position.
Banshee asks, how many votes were you taking on 1.1 NAF team? 3?
I think I took 4.
4.
I did. I think I would do 4.
Yeah. Generally, how many votes to start with, irrespective of whether it's NAF or any other format? Five is too many. In fact, I think you probably can't afford 5. Unless my maths is wrong. Less than 3 is a little bit light because the thralls themselves can't really do much other than get in the way. So 3 or 4. Pathless taken. Thanks for the best wishes for the playoffs. Honestly, looking at the team, I think if we face one of the favourites, it's going to be tough. You know, if we come across early on like Orcs or.
Oh, have you seen the draw? The draw's terrible.
Is it?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah, it's going to be hard work because the vamps aren't massively developed. I think we've got a Blodge Mighty Blow, a Blodge Tackle, one that doesn't have any skills at all, etc. They're not awesome. It's going to be hard work. First game we're playing against the Lizards. But I mean, to be fair, playing the Vamps was just a bit of an exercise in when it'd be fun to play Vamps rather than let's try and win it. Because there's no money up for this one, so it's a bit of a friendly almost, isn't it?
Yep. Right, basing here because he's got no rerolls and no skills, not because it's actually a good idea. I'm going to take.
Gruff, honestly, I'm not sure, mate. I haven't checked out the. I haven't checked out the ladder. I tell you what, let's have a look now.
I don't think I actually want to run backwards. I run forwards. Oh, White Rabbit, look, mate, you need to be picking it up on the first go. If you want to be ball carrier goat, you need to be picking the ball up. Someone have a word with him.
I'm looking up that thing.
That castle should have been there, or there. VGP, I checked some of your videos out while I was on holiday. Enjoyed them. Please don't stop doing them. I thought they were cracking. How many Chaos Warriors are on points now? 2, 3, and a 2. Is White Rabbit in chat? I don't know. I hope so. He was.
He was.
Oh, there's the other reroll gone.
That's weird. I'm looking at the season 8. It doesn't seem to have the draw in season 8. It's just blank. What's that?
I don't know, but I did look at my draw. It hasn't been massively kind. We've got the Lizards is all right, but I would like to have played Elf teams. And I think if we manage to get past the Lizard team, we then have to play Undead or Chorf, probably. There is potential for a Dark Elf team, but they'd have to win both games.
VGP, do you happen to have a link to the route to the final ladder thing? What do you call it?
There we go.
Thank you very much. Right, so where are you? Let's have a look.
I mean, it's not as bad as last time, but it's not terrible. It's not great.
Well, Jimmy jumped all over us last time for making the assertion that it was a tough run, and I don't mean to contradict Jimmy, but I disagree. The Chaos team that were not massively developed, I think we're 1800 and change TV, played 2K Orcs, 2K Dwarves, 2K Chorfs in that order, and every game involved successive deaths and retirements. That wasn't an easy run. So yeah, that I think that was about as tough as it could be. Okay, so you've got those. Well, no, if you beat the lizards hypothetically, you then play the Nurgle. I think.
Yeah, that's not
Big
great.
Papa's and House Nurgle. Then whoever wins that, it's the Undead, or Chorf, or Dark Elf. I assume the Chorf. Then you've also, in your half of the draw, you've got the Orcs, but weren't the Orcs not that developed, if I remember rightly? You've got the Flings, you've got Shawnee. So you could hypothetically meet Shawnee in the semi-finals. It's vampires, though. They're not a tier 1 team, so I don't think any of us are kidding ourselves that, if you win any games at all, great.
Oh, indeed. I didn't. I'm not playing them because I thought we were going to win it.
Thanks for link VGP. That's very helpful. The sign out forum post that where you normally get the information on these doesn't seem to have that. So I don't know if you want to stick it or can stick it in there. But the post by Mercy Flush exists, but there's nothing in it. There's no data in that. I might be missing something obvious.
Oops. Oh, we block.
Mike Machine says it's difficult because he's there. Indeed, and so's Huanshi. Face. Thank you very much indeed. Twice in a row. You're a gentleman, sir. Actually, I've just said Huanshi's there. He is there, isn't he?
I believe so. Right, so this turn is all about trying to make as many things safe as possible.
Murloc Joe. Hello, buddy. You are cleared for landing. Joe asks, how did the tabletop go, Andy? I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. I'm just concentrating at the moment. Go on.
Huanshi, first blood for Huanshi. Destronov, I think Linda's more sidestep than Ron's definitely got frenzy. You're doing some damage here without any mighty blow, aren't you?
Is that 4? It is, isn't it? Yeah.
It is.
So the thing is, the 2 war dancers are both still on the field. So all right, he's run out of supporting cast members, but this is not. It's still not done because we could roll, 1 in 9 into 1 in 9, as in attacker down, both down, into attacker down, both down, or he could just 2 dice uphill me. Like, they are both viable things that could happen. I don't want them to happen, but they could happen.
Anything could happen, couldn't it?
Yeah. I'm not looking to play risky anymore. I just want to play and get the ball down the field and have this wrapped up at 2-1. It is very nice that all the Chaos Warriors have done some form of damage, so if any of them hit the MVP, they level, which is fantastic. And 30 Bloodflies, thank you very much for the subscription. I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
I don't think it's said hello to Ablin. Hello, mate. How are you?
Okay, so we're going to see. I think he's going to jump into this square here and blitz on the side. Now you're better off making the dodge here because it's on a 3+ dodge as opposed to a 3+ leap. One has a reroll, one does not. Okay, so where can we get to with the ball? That is the most important question this turn.
Smoker Charlie, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the programme. Ramaset asks, Andy, can we organise a debate between you and Jimmy Fantastic on the merits of the Blood Bowl 2016 MVP rule?
What, because it's a terrible idea?
I think Ramaset's got a popcorn concession for that one, is why he's asking.
Oh, I see, right, okay. It's a fucking terrible idea.
Honestly, if and it doesn't need to be necessarily just for that. Delighted to do any collaborations with Jimmy if he fancies it, but I don't think he got any interest from what I can tell so far, so probably not. But as clearly stated many times before, I watch Jimmy's YouTube videos all the time, and I like Jimmy's show. Just headed that one off at the pass, Andy.
It was very good, yeah.
Thanks very much. Oh, wow. Garkin says Jimmy left Blood Bowl today.
What, left it?
What happened, mate?
You just sort of put it down, or?
I'm imagining angrily packing bags and screaming, "Mother was right," you know. I don't know. It's just me remembering other things.
Oh dear. Right. There we go. It turns out my opponent is actually listening to the stream, which is amusing.
Well, you know she is, because she commented on what we've been talking about.
I'm going to ask Lady Killjoy, as in lady or gentleman.
Just in case you're worried, viewers, that's not Andy's usual chat-up line, by the way. He is actually quite a big hit with the girls, despite what you may assume.
Can't ask someone's gender? Why can't I ask someone's gender? Of course you can.
What? So you're in a bar, and I mean, offering to buy them a drink or saying hello.
One does simply not
traditional. But hi, are you male or female? Doesn't often get you off on the best of footing. just look. I'm no expert. I'm by choice been single for a while now.
It could be sexual harassment. Wow. I see. This is where I get interneted, isn't it?
Well, this is where Shawnee pops in and declares racism once again.
Oh yeah, that could be a thing.
I think it might be past bedtime though. I haven't seen him for a bit.
Well, he's climbed into his cupboard, I think. Like old Mother Hubbard.
Well, it's not like old Mother Hubbard, because what was the one thing that old Mother Hubbard was actually famous for, Andrew?
Having a spider, because it came and sat down beside her.
No, it wasn't, was it? It was having an empty cupboard. That the only remarkable thing about old Mother Hubbard was that. So if Shawnee's inside it, ipso facto, didn't work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm afraid King Winter's called you out that you are literally Hitler now.
Wow.
I'm just eating a little bit of cold curry from...
I'm so jealous. I'm really hungry. I wonder if...
You haven't tried this new curry place. Yeah, just since you've been.
I know. Well, I've been streaming.
Really good.
Unlucky Andy. Right, so we shall move the whole cage forward 5 spaces. Because we're going for the weird X-shaped cage because it provides us 2 dice up protection against the leaping in war dancer.
Oh, Gruff, don't worry. Normal service will be resumed. Cultural appropriation. King Winter, no, I can refute that. The curry was purchased from Chutney's in Leicester, award-winning curry house from the English Curry Awards. Winners 2014, 13, 15, 16 and 17. I think it might be run by the owner, though, that competition, perhaps. But he's definitely Indian. So I'm buying Indian food from an Indian chap, so I didn't appropriate his culture whatsoever.
Ah, good.
I can't deny it was with white man money, because he did insist to pay for it. I mean, personally, I think just giving it to me would be nice. But I appreciate he's got a business to run, so, you know.
He can't give it away to everyone, can he?
Well, once or twice would be nice, just to, you know, just to sort of show appreciation for my loyal custom.
Well, in our old place, we used to get the free poppadoms from time to time. Oh, sorry, I'm laughing at the chat.
Frank, I can't be certain. The menu certainly isn't Bangladeshi. I honestly didn't probe beyond that to, you know, any particular region. I don't think Pakistan. There's not a huge amount of Pakistani folks in Leicester.
Yeah, we're only
No,
moving on.
English folks didn't invent curry at all. No,
We just like it a lot.
We were talking about that.
I don't know if this was on this stream, but someone told me that curry is actually addictive. I didn't know that until recently. Was that here? Did I learn that here?
I've explained this to you more than once.
Oh, okay.
Shall I tell you again?
Well, go on then. There's someone who hasn't heard it before. Whoops. And I thought it was fantastic. Fascinating.
You can't remember, so I mean, I don't have to.
Your stories are better than mine.
About?
No, your stories are better than mine.
That's a pretty high bar, isn't it? Do you want to know, or do you want to talk about something else? Maybe we can talk about
No, this is fine. Well, there's no point. There's only 4 left.
What can we talk about those for?
Yeah, we could. Now, are we going to see...
That was... Pedro Jack's calling me out as Zunk talking shite. It is not. I feel obliged now to restate that curry addictive explanation. Because it isn't shite. It's absolutely true. Oh, dude, it's falling over.
It's factually accurate. Because I heard it here once. Assumed it's therefore correct.
It's factually... Look, you can go and Google it later. But... Okay. Hot food, and it doesn't have to be curry. This is true of any highly spiced stuff that you may stick in your mouth. It doesn't even need to be food necessarily, but I wouldn't recommend putting things in your mouth.
Highly spiced domestos.
Necessarily. Yes, cleaning products almost certainly shouldn't put in your mouth, just to be clear. What was I saying? Oh, yeah. So, you eat something hot, and this causes your taste buds to go, oh, that was hot, I'm on fire, and they burn slightly. So the brain clocks that taste buds are in distress and releases endorphins to combat that pain. This is why, if you're tucking into a particularly hot and spicy dish, after a few minutes, you will get a sense of euphoria. This is the endorphins. Now, it is these endorphins that your brain enjoys and recognizes and then subsequently craves, hence the addiction and the common occurrence where you find yourself going, gosh, I could really murder a Vindaloo. So there you go. And that's absolutely true. I haven't made that up.
Okay.
Flux Streamer is basically said the same thing. We are in complete agreement, Fluxstreamer. Yes. High five, buddy. King Winter's local Indian restaurant asks him if he wants Norwegian spicy or Indian spicy. Ooh, now. Ooh.
What?
Yeah,
Norwegians don't spice food.
No, but he's in Norway.
Oh, right, okay.
That's like, you know, when you rang up the swoon bass and said, hello, is that the local swoon bass? And they replied, well, it depends where you live. That's like
yeah.
that, Andy. Do you remember we explained all that?
Oh, food. Oh. Food? I'm ravenous all of a sudden. The last like half an hour or so. Honestly, I could just.
Slick Fiskin, hello, buddy. Good to see you. I can confirm that you're definitely
food
alive.
just fall into my head. Great.
Let's have a quick look.
Really
How is Slick
hungry now.
Fiskin doing?
Okay.
He is fine. He's quite near the ball. Hasn't achieved anything yet, but this is the first game, so no shame in that.
Who's asking?
Slick Fiskin.
Ah, okay.
Pathless taking demands to know what are you showing to Ava?
I was just saying
Actually.
I was saying I was very hungry. Very hungry. Well, it's been about 4 hours since I last ate, so yeah, you can blame me.
Does she even react when you say that now? Because it's almost like a default position for you, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, a little bit. Sometimes. Occasionally.
Again, treading very carefully to avoid accusations of cultural appropriation, racism, nationalism, imperialism, or any other ism that may be levelled against us. In my limited experience, Indian folk do not fuck around when it comes to putting spice in food. I've had chilies that have claimed to be, combat chili strength, and yeah, they're piquant, but I've never eaten stuff quite as hot as some of the Indian stuff. That it's where you're actually there and you could swear that your teeth are melting. It's that bad. Destronov's cheering for himself. Quite right too. Well, White Rabbit's currently the right elf because he's got the ball. See, I think really you would want to have scored with Ramaset there, but unfortunately he's busy at the halfway line doing important work beating up an elf.
Yes.
King Winter says, don't Crendor it, Andy. What, you mean get it watched by 10,000 people?
Yeah, that'd be dreadful, wouldn't it? I'd hate that.
If only, mate, if only. What are we missing? What's the secret ingredient? How do we manage that? I tell you what, I have to say, I was watching a YouTube video by this fella called iDubbbz, a bloke called Ian, American lad. Very funny, I thought. And he's taking the piss out of this other YouTuber, a fella called Rice Gum. And this guy, lad Rice Gum, typically millions of people will watch his YouTube videos. But it just begs the question, like, why? Who are these viewers and why do they watch this? All right, I know I'm not Rice Gum's target audience. Just saying, right? But dear Lord, it's like, if a donkey suffered really terminal brain damage and then you stuck a camera in front of it, you'd get something of about the same entertainment value.
There's only one left, and I can't hit it. It's too far away. Oh,
well, Andy, as long as you've got your elf, that's the main thing, isn't it?
Well done, White Rabbit. Well done indeed.
Crendor doesn't get 10,000, doesn't he?
Oh, does he not?
I thought he was really popular.
It's a bit showing off though. He's calling himself Wow Crendor. Why does he do that?
I don't know. I thought he was got a pretty big gaming platform, Crendor.
10, 15, 19. 19 star player points on a baby team. That's pretty good going.
Spectacular.
I'm all right. I'm not upset with that.
I think I've probably managed that in 4 games in UK Bubble. Oh, right, okay. Right, I suppose it's obvious when you think about it. Krendor's channel is called WoW Krendor because he used to play World of Warcraft.
Okay,
Fine.
that's a good idea.
It's not kind of an explanation of amazement then. Fine.
Fair enough. So that went well. Game 1. Let's have a look at the team roster after the first game. 4 Chaos Warriors. 1 now has block. Block will be our default skill, I think. I think this game we'll be looking to try and level up Ramaset, given the opportunity. We'd also like to level White Rabbit and get him Mighty Blow.
Alright, Exile's heartbroken he's not on the team. Just looking down the list. He'd recently been on teams, but he isn't currently, yeah. Go on then, I will add you to the list, Exile.
No, Ramaset, you misunderstand.
Exile or Cross-Soul? Cross-Soul or Exile?
Just because you're a long way away.
It's like that Vin Diesel film, Triple Cross, and